Hello, everybody. I'm going to read you a story that is one of my favorite things. My favorite thing is a unicorn. And I have my unicorn right here. Turn her around so you can see. This is actually in my garden. She goes in my fairy garden. I love my fairy garden. Makes me feel so happy when I come out and sit and see all the fairies and the enchanted creatures, and just makes me so happy. So here we go. We're going to read The Enchanted Unicorn. And it's written by Kathy Billingsley Smith. The Enchanted Unicorn. Here we go. Far, far away, beyond 2 oceans and 3 continents, lay a tiny land called Elysia. It was so small that it couldn't be found on maps. But it was a beautiful country of rolling hills, deep woods, and sparkling lakes. Animal families of every kind and color lived together in the woods of Elysia. And one tiny unicorn. Now, some people will tell you that unicorns do not really exist, but that's pure nonsense. My unicorn exists, see? I love her. Look at the beautiful land of Elysia. Beautiful. The unicorn of our story was white and fleecy as an April cloud, with long golden tresses for her mane and tail, a horn of purest gold, and eyes that gleamed like stars. Her name was Starlight. In fact, her name was Starlight. She had no family of her own and was often very lonely. Although she was kind and friendly to all the other animals, many of them were jealous of her beauty and would say things to hurt her feelings. Have you ever had that, children? Me too. Sometimes people say things not very nice, hurt your feelings. And sometimes my family's back home in England too. Sometimes I feel very lonely and I miss them as well. You may have a horn, said the... Do you know what animal this is? Did you say zebra? Yes, you're right. You may have a horn, said the zebras, but we are fancier with our fine black stripes. You're only gold and white, squawked the parrot. Look at us with our many colors. We're more splendid than the rainbow. Do not think you are so special, roared the... What is that? Did you say lion? Yeah. We are the kings of the beasts. We are stronger and more powerful than you will ever be. Rawr. Oh, goodness. That's very sad for poor little unicorn. You are too small, called the... What animal is that? Giraffes. Yes, you're right, giraffes. You're too small, cried the giraffes, looking down their long necks at Starlight. Look, Starlight's down here. You're too slow, cried the antelopes as they raced by. Oh, they went. Didn't get to see them. As unicorns will, Starlight forgave them their cruelty, but each day she grew sadder and lonelier. At night she would often cry herself to sleep. Finally, one day, she decided to leave Elysia and look for another place to live. Oh, poor Starlight. She was very sad. travel west through the deep forest for 2 days until you come to the great meadow," advised the old owl. "You'll be happy there." Starlight walked until her legs ached. The overhanging branches pulled at her mane. Thistle and bramble scratched her tiny legs. Perhaps it was just the rustling of the leaves, but a voice seemed to say, "Don't leave, Alicia. Stay. We need you." What do you think? Do you think she left? Starlight stumbled along, exhausted. Just when she was ready to give up and turn back, the darkness of the forest turned to sunshine, and she found herself in a beautiful meadow carpeted with flowers. And there, dancing and prancing among the flowers, were a dozen other unicorns. She could hardly believe her eyes. Look at that. Wow, she found friends. The unicorns gathered around Starlight and welcomed her warmly. "You've had a difficult journey," said one. "Come, rest and share some food with us, sister," said another. For the first time in her life, Starlight felt a sense of belonging. Each day brought new friendships and new pleasures. Starlight had never known such happiness. "Surely I will live here among my friends forever," she thought. She was so happy. Will she live there with them forever, do you think? Maybe. Let's see. But try as she might, Starlight could not forget Alicia and the animals who lived there. One evening, as she stood beneath the stars, Starlight thought to herself, "Oh, how I wish that everyone in Alicia could live together as happily and peacefully as we do." Oh, poor Starlight, she misses everybody in Alicia. Do some of you miss your grandmas and your grandparents, your cousins and all your family in your own countries too, right? I wish they could come here. Me too, with my dad and my sister. I wish they were here. She tossed her mane from side to side and lowered her golden horn until it touched the earth. She pushed her golden horn to the earth. As she raised her head, the dark sky seemed to open up, and stardust sprinkled down upon her. Oh, stardust right on her. For a moment, Starlight shimmered like the very stars. Then slowly the light faded until all that remained was a glow, like fire in her eyes. She stood up still and silent as a statue, then smiled a dazzling smile. I think she knows something, do you? What is she going to do? What do you think she's going to do? Maybe, let's see. Look at that. The next morning, Starlight bid farewell to her brother and sister unicorns, and then turned her and trotted off in the deep forest. This time she fairly flew through the tangle of trees and bushes that had once tried to stop her way. This time the forest seemed to be guiding her, helping her along. "Hurry, Alicia needs you," the wind seemed to whisper. It seemed like only a moment before Starlight found herself back in Alicia. Wow, she's back. What will she do? The animals all gathered around her, their eyes and words full of jealousy and unkindness. Nothing seemed to have changed, but it had. Starlight simply looked at the animals, her eyes burning with the light of 1,000 stars. The animals stood still as the stone figures, gazing back at her. Then smiles of kindness, smiles of concern, smiles of love. The air felt different, clearer, softer, and warmer. That would be a wonderful ending to that story, wouldn't it? I hope that is the ending. Let's see. And for now, for the second time in her life, Starlight knew that she belonged. Starlight knew that she belonged. So everybody had beautiful, warm, kind thoughts because of Starlight. Starlight told them and showed them how to be kind and how to be nice and how to be concerned for other people. And that's why I like unicorns, because that's how they make me feel too. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Be kind to everyone you meet. Be kind to your brothers and sisters. Be kind especially to Mommy and Daddy. Bye, everyone.